Greetings, fellow golf clashers. What I've got for you is an initial playthrough of some of the Maple Bay holes. These are the holes that are going to be played for the Winter Major Tournament coming up next week. These can all be found on Tour 10 following the update today. And here we go. So the first hole that we've got here is hole number 4. It's also hole number 4 in the tournament. Our drive here, I played it this is my first time playing it. I played it at a 10% increased wind adjustment, but as you can see, it pushed it quite a bit further than that. So I think we're going to be playing this at a plus 20 if we're playing on the initial fairway. If the wind's favorable and you can play on the second fairway, we might be able to use a power hook and get a little bit closer for a short iron for our second shot. This hole, along with a lot of the other holes in this new Maple Bay course, features a green that has a nice little back slope on the back side of it. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for eagles on the par 4s and albatrosses on the par 5s. We play the second one with our Goliath at a mid adjustment and a plus 10% because it's downhill. And we find the back slope here on the green and we roll right back towards the cup. Getting a nice finish for the first time playing the hole. Not too shabby. As you can see, it comes right back down that slope and finds the pin. Moving right along, we've got hole 4C up next. It's going to be hole number 5 in the tournament. If we've got favorable wind here, some tailwind, I think we'll be able to play onto that second fairway and bounce off of that and into the third and have a little bit easier of a shot for an albatross. But here we've got some side wind going right to left, so we're just going to play on this first fairway and a nice easy hook shot onto the second there, so we'll have a wood in for our second. Looks like it is also downhill. I played this one at a plus 10%. That seems to be about right. We're going to get our initial bounce, use some curl here, and carry right over onto the second fairway. That sets us up nicely for our second shot here. As you can see, with a sniper, it's quite a good distance away still. So that's why I'm thinking that if there's some tailwind in the tournament, then we'll be able to get a little bit closer. But this shouldn't be an issue. If we do have to play on this fairway, we might want to use a longer wood so we can try a rough bump for our second shot. But once again, we've got this green with a nice back slope on the back there. So if we put it past the pin, we're going to have a decent shot of it rolling back down for an albatross. I didn't quite get that here. Had to use some overpower to get it up there onto the green, but still pretty good shot, and that's going to be an easy eagle. Next up, we have hole number 5. This is going to be hole number 7 in the tournament, and I'm hoping that for the tournament we get similar tailwind here. It's another par 5. It's very long, but if we get a tailwind like this, then it gives us the opportunity to go bounce with a whole lot of topspin off this first fairway and clear the water and make the second. I do catch the rough here, but still, it's going to make it a pretty easy chance for us to get up onto the green for an easy eagle. Now you see our second shot here. Could be an opportunity to use a Guardian with full backspin, or you can play it safe here and do a rough bump. That's what I choose to do here because I've got the sniper, not quite enough backspin to try the same shot as I would with a Guardian. It's over water, so generally speaking, we're going to go about plus 10% there. It doesn't appear to be downhill. My adjustment here is about 1-to-1 because it's just under a max distance, but plus 10%. So, and I do end up hitting the ball great, but it's definitely an opportunity for a rough bump for an albatross, or use that Guardian with the full backspin, and should be a really good opportunity to get a good score on this hole. And even if not, should end up with a nice easy eagle. Up next, we've got hole number 5B. It's going to be hole number 7 in the tournament. And once again, we've got the downhill drive here. I like this shot. If we've got favorable wind, we won't have to use overpower, but with this really strong headwind coming in at us, we do have to use some overpower. So hopefully we get a little bit better wind in the tournament and we won't have to stretch it out quite so much. Should be a little easier if we get some tailwind. but still, we do a 10% adjustment using full overpower. Hit it great, but it's going to be an okay shot and going to put us up there right nice and good distance and put us within a short iron for our second shot. So again, nice opportunity for an eagle here. So now we've got our short iron second shot. I like to use the thorn, so I went for the full backspin shot here. I did a plus 10% adjustment. It is pretty downhill. I think 10% is just a little too little here, so I think in the future I'm going to do a plus 15%. So you can see it rolls just by on the right side. But once again, really good opportunity for an eagle with a short iron. Finally, we've got hole number 6. This is a par 3, and it will be hole number 6 in the tournament as well. We have an opportunity to use a Guardian with full backspin with a backstop on the green once again, or we can do a rough bump as well, which I give a shot here with the sniper. We get in there pretty close. It's downhill again, so we're going to be doing a plus 10 or 15% adjustment. Still got to kind of work out the kinks, but all in all, pretty good for my first effort at all of these holes.